Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Allen's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a defense you want back to the zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the challenge we're seeing here in this game? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Deshaun Watson. Of course, he won a national title at Clemson and already has 3 Pro Bowls under his belt in the National Football League.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll run with Patterson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The Packers at 11-2 now. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pick up there at 20 yards. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he fires one incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And so we're moving over. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Back to throw, Watson. The quick slant caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Another setup beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not touchdown.
Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Allen. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of piling him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the 1st down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Allen again. He's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Tommy Trimble from 8 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the 50, it's Watson. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have
been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends his drive.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Faking the give. Now Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll run with Patterson. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Cordell Patterson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers had taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they're going to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
To throw again on second down. Watson tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Well, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one's incomplete. So we're at halftime here on a Monday. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that's out to now a loose football. The ball comes out. Then he will take this down to the 10-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by one score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb from 10 yards out. And the Rams take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. On for the extra point is Folk. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Watson. Man open, here is Jones. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a dump off here complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as they have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Allen. And this one too low. He released that awkward. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball in too hard and let it go late and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, all those fastballs, it ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. Allen going to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Allen to throw once more. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. David Montgomery. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So that drive, 12 plays in length. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. Now Watson. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Swift going to try up the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So even as we get ready to start the fourth. Watson off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
The Packers on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the gun, here's Watson. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Third down, here's Patterson. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Swift will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Patterson is in. Touchdown, Packers. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that one along that 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing on first down is Allen. That caught by Tremble. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On the move to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And some space here. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. No run back here for Duvernay. Touch. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Joe Tryon showing in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Open man is Duvernay. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw, it's Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. This one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the rock break deep, he stayed in position to prevent completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
A team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen over the middle, complete into the hands of Tremble. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
No score zone right here. No score zone.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now right to Bourne. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On 2nd down, Swift. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Well, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Packers...